Saving doesn't have to be as difficult as it may seem. Creating wealth starts with basic steps necessary in building the foundation toward increasing your assets over time. One of those steps is the ability to save your income over time. Though easier said than done, a systematic approach is needed in order to save your income and not spend it all on frivolous things. In this video, I will discuss different strategies and techniques you can use to start saving your income in a systematic approach, and how you too can start building the foundation necessary to save your income and grow it over time. Get ready, you are now entering the Academy. I just don't have enough money to save each month. Unfortunately, this is an all too common statement and is often reverberated, while the most elemental aspect of saving is often ignored. And the main key is paying yourself first. Saving shouldn't be an afterthought once bills have been paid, groceries are in the fridge, and rent is covered. Instead, saving should come first. And yes, this is actually possible. I will now discuss 5 easy steps you can start to use to save immediately each and every month, while dramatically increasing your savings over time. First, to run the numbers. In order to pay yourself first, you need to do the often dreaded task of budgeting. This doesn't mean you need to have detailed spreadsheets and annotated notes of each purchase you make, but it helps. Instead, write down all your major expenses each and every month: rent, food, cell phone bill, utilities, transportation costs, loan payments, etc. Throw in a 10% buffer to be safe. Then subtract this number from your monthly take-home income after taxes. For example, let's take an example where Joe earns $3,000 a month after taxes. Joe's bills and living expenses cost approximately $2,000 a month. Adding an extra 10% buffer of $200 to his expenses, that adds up to a total of $2,200 of expenses per month. This leaves him with $3,000 minus $2,200, or $800 per month. Second, set an amount to save. Continuing with our example, Joe has $800 remaining after paying all his bills and expenses. Joe decides to give himself $100 a week to spend on shopping, entertainment, and other nice-to-haves. This leaves him with $400 per month. Instead of leaving this money in his bank account, Joe automatically deposits the remaining $400 a month into an interest-bearing savings account as soon as he gets paid. Joe gets paid twice a month, so he will need to contribute $200 of each paycheck into a savings account. Third, set up a savings account with good interest rate. Checking accounts are not the appropriate place to save money. Why? Because the interest rates on most checking accounts will earn you a penny a year, if that. Even the savings account at most traditional banks are almost non-existent. Instead of selling for a 0.01% interest rate, be sure to search around for banks with savings accounts earning high interest rates. Interest-only banks like Goldman Sachs, Barclays, GE Capital Bank, and Synchrony Bank Optimizer offer rates of 2% and higher. This might sound insignificant, but on a $5,000 savings account, it's a difference between 50 cents in interest and $100 a year. And that's $100 that Joe didn't have previously. Also, with compounding interest, those additional $100 will also earn interest over time, with the resulting interest earning interest, and etc. Fourth, automate your savings. If you can't trust to pay yourself first, then it's best to automate savings. This way, the money coming into your account will just be the money for paying bills and necessary expenditures. You won't have to worry about the temptation to spend money you should be saving. Paychecks paid through direct deposit can easily be split to send a percentage into a savings account. Speak to your employer about deferring a set amount from each paycheck into a savings account, or you can automate the transactions from your bank. Just be sure you don't accidentally end up in an overdraft situation because of unexpected expenditures that reduce your balance to an amount less than you are transferring out to your savings account. Fifth, adjust how much you save. Not everyone can be like Joe and save $400 each month. In fact, you may run your numbers and realize you can only afford to save $20 out of your paycheck. Don't be discouraged. The important part of paying yourself first is to actually take action. It is much easier to build the habit of saving early instead of getting into the habit of spending all your money and trying to recalibrate later in life. If all you can afford for the first year is $20 a month, then still diligently save those $20 a month. Many online savings accounts don't have a minimum requirement for setting up an account, so you can feasibly save $20 a month without non-sufficient funds penalties. As your income increases or debt decreases, then adjust how much you defer into savings. Aim to save at least 15% of your income. Ultimately, everyone should aim to save about 15% of their paycheck after their contributions to a retirement fund. This money can be used to build up both an emergency fund and to save for large purchases down the road. The journey to becoming a saver may be difficult at first, but the experience of an unexpected expense without any savings will be even more painful. By employing the strategies mentioned in this video, which include running your budget numbers, setting an amount to save, setting up a savings account, automating your savings, and calibrating and adjusting how much you save over time, you can create a low-risk income savings plan that will appreciate over time and continue to pay interest, which compounds and grows your savings even more. Through careful planning and diligent saving of your income, as well as reinvestment of that earned income, one can create a nice steady stream of easy income that can eventually cover everyday expenditures and beyond. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button. It will really help out the YouTube algorithm to bring you more wealth creation strategy videos. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the 10X Academy. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to be alerted on more passive income strategy videos. This is the 10X Academy.